Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I am the Brick Scavenger. I am an adult collector of Lego. I am an adult reseller of Lego. Lego has been a part of my world for a long time now. And nothing makes me more crazy than fake Lego products. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to receive it as a collector. I don't want to, and I refuse to sell it to you guys as a seller. So today's video is all about trying to spot those fake Lego, hopefully before you ever buy it. But secondly, if you're a reseller, certainly before you sell it and ship it out to somebody else. You do not want to develop a reputation of shipping out fake Lego products. You only get one reputation, guys. Let's make sure it's a good one, start to finish. All right, guys, before we get into spotting fakes, just a quick public service announcement. For all of you resellers out there, there is a huge difference between used and broken, okay? I wish more resellers knew this. I am an adult collector. I sell to adult collectors. Adult collectors do not want broken parts. There are 3 spots on a torso that you need to check as a reseller before you sell something. The first is the side of the torso underneath the arms, okay? This is not used. This is broken. You can see the crack right there. This side is okay. That's fine. This side is cracked. This piece is not used. It is trash. Do not try to sell that to an adult collector. Sometimes the cracks can be really hard to find. Here is a Pirates of the Caribbean fig. You might take one glance at this and say, this thing's fine, right? But the stress can very much create cracks that you can't see. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I saw this crack. There it is right there. Can you see that? So just simply by pulling it a little tiny bit, I didn't crack it myself. It's just a crack that's hard to see. There you go. So please, please, please check for cracks on the torsos. The second place you need to check, and perhaps the most obvious, is cracked arms. Cracked arms, same deal. Adult collectors do not want them. Check for cracked arms. This does not have to be trash. This torso's okay. Arms can be replaced, no problem at all. But check for cracks on the arms, specifically those white arms on all the clones and troopers. The third one, a lot of people forget to check. Maybe it's not as obvious, but the back of the torso tends to have 2 different cracks. I don't know if I can show this real well. There, you can just barely see it. It kind of creates a V pattern coming down towards the middle of the legs. Can you see those 2 right there? This is a cracked torso. This is trash. It's not used, okay? If you want to be in the Lego reselling business, specifically the Lego minifigure business, you need to check for this. Your reputation, you only get it once, okay? I can tell you as a buyer, I have a very short leash for sellers who sell cracked product. And you as a reseller don't want to develop that reputation. You will lose customers in a hurry if you have poor quality control. Okay, now on to spotting fakes. Lego has worked very, very hard to label most or all of their pieces with their Lego stamp. You can see this 2x2 round brick here has Lego stamped on all 4 of its studs. Okay, Lego has tried really hard to put a similar stamp on all of their minifigure parts. So let me show you a few places you can look for to find that Lego stamp to confirm authenticity. Okay, I have our old friend Johnny Thunder here. Let's talk about how you can check for this. Specifically on the torso, I think it's the easiest way to check. Lego will stamp the word Lego on top of the neck tube on 99+% of their torsos. I can think of a couple of examples that don't, but for the most part, check right here. See that classic Lego stamp right on there? It should be pretty obvious if you get the lighting correct. Let me show you a couple examples. This feels like it's a really good Captain Phasma right here. This is fake. This is a very good off-brand fake. Does not have Lego printed on it right there. Okay, here's one more. This is a bad fake, but a fake. Some kind of trooper, same jam. It has no Lego stamp on it. It almost has like a concave part to the neck tube there. Classic fake, all right? So make sure you're looking on the neck tube to find out if something's real or fake, okay? On the legs, there's two places specifically you can see. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this with the lighting very well, but in between I can almost get it there. In between the two leg studs, excuse me, there is going to be Lego stamped on the vast majority of the Lego. It's very hard to show, but you can probably just barely make it out in there as I adjust it in the light. The other place is here in the toes inside. Okay, they're gonna stamp Lego. I don't think this was necessarily true for some really old stuff, but if you see that Lego stamp in there, you know it's an authentic Lego piece. All right, so there's that. The third one on heads, we're gonna have a whole separate video on the different types of heads. There's 3 types of heads that Lego made. Specifically, this is one that is referred to as hollow, okay? There is kind of a concave feel to this thing, and inside of there, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show you with this. I may have to show you on a different view. But if you get the lighting just right, inside of there, Lego will be stamped, assuming it's the hollow stud type. I will show you some other stud types that are a pretty good giveaway as well. So I actually have 3 types of Lego heads right here. Lego's gone through various phases of how they wanted to mold these. Here is one that is called solid, okay? Solid stud. You can see the Legos printed on there. That hole that you saw before is completely filled in. That's an old school head right there. The next one, as I just was referring to, is referred to as hollow. Oh, I had it. There it is. I don't know if you can see that real well, but Lego is stamped in there. The third type is referred to as blocked open. That has completely hollow. I don't know if the thought was saving plastic or creating some kind of choking hazard deal, but it has almost like a Y-shaped little support system in there. Otherwise, you in theory could blow air all the way through there. So that's referred to as blocked open. All 3 of these, authentic Lego heads. All right, in some cases, it may be pretty obvious to you, but as you get more and more experience in the Lego reselling world and identifying fakes, you're gonna just recognize that plastic feels a little off, it looks a little off, the coloring's a little weird, maybe the shape is a little weird. Here's a few more examples of fakes. Some of these better fakes than others, right? Some of these, it's funny, some of these have noses. If you notice, Lego minifigures don't have noses. This thing actually has, I don't know how well you can see it, a printed like 3-dimensional nose. That's pretty funny. But obviously a fake. This one's way too square. This is a pretty good fake, but I can immediately identify it as fake for 2 reasons. One, the color's just a little bit off. And second of all, the plastic just doesn't feel quite right. As you get more and more experienced in this, you might even recognize the sound a fake Lego makes when it's dropped on the table. You can just kind of hear it doesn't sound quite right. I know it sounds crazy, but that's probably a tall tale sign I've been doing this too long. But even if you're questioning, no Lego printed on there. So obvious fake. And then some you're just gonna look at and you're gonna, it just doesn't feel quite right. And so my recommendation would be to find one you know is authentic. Here's somebody's attempt at a Kashyyyk trooper. And it, jumps out to me immediately as being fake. The coloring is wrong. But if you see something like this, see if you can find an authentic one to compare it to, and you'll know pretty quick. It is very easy to get carried away when you've got a big collection of Lego and you want something to be real. You see it, you get excited about it, you think it's valuable, or you want to add it to your own collection. It's very easy to get distracted, carried away, and think something's real. So let me show you another tip, okay? These big figs often have Lego printed on the bottom. This one does not. It is a fake. But even if you miss that and you're thinking, man, this one, the coloring is pretty good, it's shiny, and like the plastic's pretty solid, okay? Here's another example of what you can do to verify, okay? Check this out. This Lego minifigure's head comes off. Now, in some cases, obviously Lego minifigure heads come off, but the reason I'm showing you this is for this next step. I would recommend you go to Bricklink and do the following. Okay, so here we are on Bricklink, and I think you're going to find this tip helpful when maybe you're not completely clear about some of those big figs or other type figs if they're fake. I'm going to type in Hulk. That's a Ragnarok Hulk that we were just looking at. I'm going to go to minifigures, and I'm going to go down here to the Ragnarok Hulk. Here it is. Okay. Now here's the tip that I want to give you. Under the item consists of, you can see this one has 7 parts. Okay. So if I click on 7 parts, you can see that this thing has 2 of these Technic axles. It has an arm, the torso, a hand, and a hand. Specifically, it is not made up of a detachable head. You can see that this is all a single piece. That tells me with 100% certainty that Hulk Ragnarok is a fake. The head should not come off an authentic Lego Ragnarok Hulk. Okay, a couple more tips before we wrap this fake Lego video. Every Lego part, or almost every Lego part, does have a stamp on it. It may be small, it may be hard to see. I don't know if you can see down there in the shining light at the bottom of this piece, there is some printing there. My old eyes can't see it very well. I can see that it's there, but I can't read the specific numbers. So let me introduce to you a tool that I use and you should seriously consider investing in if this is going to become a part of your world, because I think that this is something that will help you. Enter this little beauty right here. Okay. What this is, it's like almost like a digital microscope that can hook up to your computer. It's got a USB connection. This one specifically is pluggable. I don't even know. It might be something generic. I got this thing on Amazon. And let me show you the power that this thing can do for you to help you read some of those parts and verify authenticity of Lego parts. Okay, so what you're looking at now is an image coming from that microscope device that I showed you. It's plugged into my computer. It has a light built into it, so it's shining down onto the table. And I'll take that same gray piece, and you can see how zoomed in it is now. And if I can find, look at this. Look at this. This was a completely, at least to my old eyes, illegible set of numbers. I can verify that this piece is Lego, but more importantly than that, I can see the Lego code 6063, which I could then plug into Bricklink and help me locate that piece. So this camera is super useful, okay? Here I have, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this because I'm so zoomed in, but this is Luminara's helmet from Star Wars. And let's just say you didn't know what this thing was on the inside. Is it Lego? Is it not Lego? Let me check and see if I can find it. Okay, I'm gonna put this right in here. Oh, look at that. So I can see very clearly that this thing is Lego. Lego stamped right in there. And now let's see if I can even get the part number. Sometimes it can be hard to focus. Looks like it's upside down. Let's turn it over here. So this, oh, there you go. This is part number 52345. So this little microscope, super, super helpful. Here's one more, another Star Wars helmet. It's tan. Is it Lego? Is it not? Not sure. Let me flip it over and check it out. Very clearly, you can see this is indeed a Lego helmet with part number 37631. So again, you might have to add the asterisk into the description on Bricklink. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my video in the description popped up right here for the power of the asterisk and helping you search on Bricklink. But if you are looking to identify Lego parts, this microscope that plugs right into the computer is super duper helpful. All right, guys, that is it for me today. I appreciate you taking a little bit of time and learning a little bit more about how to identify fake Lego products and damaged Lego products for that matter. I'm an adult collector. These things are important to me. I am a Lego reseller. These things are important to me for that reason. So for all of you in the Lego community, let's make this a better place for everybody. Higher quality product, official product. Thank you very much and happy building.